Thank you, Jody, for those kind words. Hello, everyone. I'm Gia Parr, a 15-year-old girl born in Westchester County, New York, and now a resident of Connecticut. I'm your typical teenage girl. Shopping and hanging out with friends are some of my favorite things to do. I'm also an honors student, an athlete, and one of my school's class treasurers. And I am transgender. Since before I can even remember, I have always been into the girly things in life, such as dolls and dresses. I even put t-shirts on my head to pretend I had long hair. I gravitated towards hanging out with girls. For my first grade self-portrait, I even drew a girl. My family embraced this part of me. They started to buy me girls' toys and clothes, like my purple jeans and striped pink shirt, which I wore wherever I went. They also let me start participating in activities that affirm my femininity, such as dance. However, when school started, I realized expressing myself in such a feminine way was not seen as normal to the rest of the world. I quit dance, and I tried to start hanging out with the boys at school. In second grade, I got rid of all my toys I had, and this is one of my biggest regrets to this day. Cutting myself off from the things I love most was not right. Soon after I donated my toys, I realized I made a mistake. I bought myself new toys and started dressing up as myself again. This time though, only my family and 2 close friends knew this double life I had. My room was my sacred place, and few people were allowed to see my Barbie dream house and my drawer full of girly toys. But at school, people still saw me as a boy, and I tried my best to fit in with them. However, I naturally didn't have the same interests as many of them, so during recess, I often found myself sitting on the swings, alone. When middle school started, things thankfully changed. I tried sitting with girls in class and at lunch, and no one made fun of me for it, so I continued. I also discovered YouTube and came across transgender YouTubers such as Gigi Gorgeous and Jazz Jennings. I was so fascinated by these trans YouTubers, and I thought, hey, that could be me. So one summer night before my second year of middle school, I slipped a note under my parents' bed saying, I don't think I'm a boy sometimes. My parents realized that all the toys I played with, the fashion shows I had, the people I hung out with were not phases of my life. They were signs of who I really am. With their support, I slowly began to transition. I suppressed the male puberty that I dreaded, and I started to grow my hair out. I started to make deeper connections with girls, many of whom are still my friends to this day. And I also got a chance to attend a transgender camp, where I finally met other folks with stories like mine. Despite having support from my family and friends, I was still a nervous wreck. I kept thinking, what if I get bullied? Would my extended family accept me? And my school friends, would they accept me? Is this the right decision? My mind often raced a mile a minute, playing the facts and statistics about transgender people in my head, such as over 40% of transgender people have attempted suicide, and 42% of gender-expanded youth have received physical threats through their LGBTQ identity. I just wanted to be my true, authentic self, but in my small, conservative, and mostly white hometown, I was certain that bullying and hardship were inevitable. 2 days before I started 8th grade, I sent a letter to my whole middle school saying I'd be transitioning to Gia. And thankfully, the feedback was amazing. My friends texted me with support, and I did not receive a single negative comment. The first day of 8th grade came. Thank you. The first day of 8th grade came, and with my heart pounding, I walked into the building confidently, wearing a girl's Hollister top and Target jean shorts. No one said a negative word, and I was happy that I was finally seen as a girl to the rest of the school and the world. Today, 2 years later, I still continue my transition, and with every day that passes, I feel more comfortable with myself. To everyone here, my message is be supportive. Without the support I receive from my family, friends, and school and staff, I would not be where I am today. All of these great people in my life and their support give me the confidence to live as myself. And this confidence allows me to share my story with the world and promote the necessary support that is necessary for transgender youth. I'd like to finish off a quote I saw online one day by Mother Teresa. To keep a lamp burning, we have to keep putting oil in it. This metaphor can be applied to transgender youth across the world. The more support transgender youth have, the more they can focus on their passion and their dreams. Please be supportive of those around you and provide them the oil by allowing them to be who they are so they can thrive. Thank you.